We can sit down on your own, with your own mind, or as a group. In a group you have each one projecting their thoughts. On your own, you have to imagine through your conditioned information, knowledge, and experiences to project them within yourself. If you sit in a group or on your own and you try and define good as an accurate, matter-of-fact, absolute, wholeheartedly, where everyone agrees, even you, everyone that agrees has to be the thoughts that you think everyone might like this thought good. If I explain this good to anyone in the world, they'll say, yeah, that's 100% what it is. And you can sit and look at good and say, well, good means kindness, compassion. Good means having money. Good means saving someone's life. Good means running a marathon for charity. Good means fighting against the opposition and killing them because they're being nasty towards their people. Good means I like that one because that one falls into the category of all the ideas that I think good people should be, and that one is not so good. So the good means that you have to separate and divide. Good means division. Whatever you come up with, good is an unstable word. Good to others can mean the opposite of what you said. No, you should leave the country's people alone to look after their own people. That's keeping ourselves to our own community and allowing others to transform or transpire or derogatize their own people. That's nothing to do with us. God would not want us to interfere. So you have a conflict of good. And that's all that takes place, is the conflict of good. Everyone wants to be good. Not one human being in this world wants to be bad, because they associate with good as something pure, something that I am. And I don't have to do anything good to feel good within myself. Now, good is the mind. Bad is the mind. So bad is unstable because, again, you can sit down with the word bad and you can look at what things you think is bad. And others will say, no, that's not bad. That's another meaning behind this bad. Every word is unstable. And that's what we work with. That's what the human mind works with, unstable words. No one has sat down in some sort of, where all the leaders, world leaders come, and they want to find a way to peace. They don't, they go away thinking they have tried their hardest. They have put their input in, what they think would be the right ways to go about this. But not all of them go away convinced that each one is looking in the same way as I am. Therefore, an awakened being, an enlightened being, that what has crossed the line of words and identities and moved beyond the thinker of I and realized that the simplistic way of human beings is far more simpler than the simplistic way that we try and overrule and overpower by making it so contradictory, so difficult, so chaotic, by inventing more and more words, more and more meanings towards something that is very, very simple. To realize and to surrender and sit with whatever you say is not that. Whatever you do in your body with no mind is that. Meaning, as animals, we wouldn't have any problems. We wouldn't have this mindset. We wouldn't be going into space looking for better planets to live on because we don't like this one now. It's very unstable. But we cannot be seen as saying the planet is unstable. We cannot be seen as saying every human being mind is unstable, because that's not positive. But to the enlightened one, that is positive. Let's admit, let's stand up, let's be counted, let's look at this mind and realize it is terrorizing itself into its own destruction. What is so negative about that? Because that gives you a starting point to become that simple human. You don't have to lose your intelligence. You don't have to lose your words, your wisdom. You don't have to lose your I, really. You just have to put down your weapons and your arms and say, you know what? Let's abolish money. Abolish inequality. Let's abolish the identification between skin colors and languages. Didn't Hitler try to do that? Make everyone the same color of hair, eyes, and whatever. So was that bad? The way he went about it wasn't very nice. But his intention was his way of seeing how to be a good world. To you and me, not so good. Not so good. The minute you take a human life, you have no say whatsoever. Anyone who turns up to that world nations leadership thing that knows that they have taken a life, even not by their own act, but have ordered another, are not capable. They're not capable of making decisions about peace. Because human life is all that really matters to this planet. Not just God, not just consciousness, but to this planet. We're part of this planet. The planet needs as much human beings as it can get to return the oxygen, to return the whatever that gases are, to return it to the plants, to take it from the plants, to return it to the skies, to take it from the skies. Do you think God was imbalanced? Do you think that would make this planet, this universe, as imbalanced? Do you think life itself in its purest state is imbalanced? Do you think consciousness is imbalanced? The word good is imbalanced. So let's get rid of it. Let's lose all opposing states, good and bad. And let's just be centered. How can you do it? No, you can remove I. Or you can just realize that you don't really care about your children and your grandchildren and all these people. The future evolution of this mankind. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing half the thing. We wouldn't be doing half the things that we're doing. And that's a realization in itself. What do you do every day? What do you eat every day? What do you say every day? What do you think every day? What do you practice every day? Do you really care about the evolution of mankind. It's a catch-22. That what does not care is the ego. That what does not mind about giving up and surrendering and being free, being open, being diverse, being there. That's you. And that's the real you. Each one has a real you, a real I, beyond this fictitious I, this person I, this me I. I'm not saying remove I. You cannot remove I, but you can go beyond I for a peek. Through the door, I was looking on the other side. Which I are you? Which I do you see? Which I do you become? Do you go back as the same I? That little old moaning, negative, positive, good, bad, up and down, here and there I? Or do you simply go back as I? The nameless. That what cannot be caught, identified, tortured. That what lives in no fear, no worries. That what is willing to surrender every single thing, even their body, if it helps another. But not to take another life. That's sacrilegious to God. Do I?